When looking at an athlete who has spent 2 decades at the top of their sport, it's easy to assume they possess something entirely out of reach. 145 distinct professional records. That is a staggering volume of historical firsts and onlys. The natural human reflex is to look at that exact kind of dominance and credit it to a genetic lottery. We want to believe it's pure, innate talent. But at the highest levels of global competition, incredible natural talent is merely the baseline. You will find dozens of prodigies capable of putting together a spectacular season. As Cristiano Ronaldo himself notes, talent without work is nothing. The real question is how an 18-year-old phenom manages to stretch a fleeting moment of brilliance into a 20-year career. The answer isn't discovered under the stadium lights. It is forged in the agonizingly repetitive, unseen hours when absolutely no one is watching. The primary opponent in this equation is the human brain. Ronaldo describes our own minds as a box of surprises, highly volatile and prone to taking the path of least resistance. Even the most decorated athletes in history regularly wake up wanting to stay under the covers. Motivation is remarkably fragile. The baseline requirement for long-term achievement is the sheer willpower to drag yourself to the gym anyway. It means honoring a compromise with yourself to execute the physical routine, even when you feel no happiness about doing it. This chart illustrates a crucial distinction: intensity over duration. A single hour of focused, 100% dedication yields far more physical adaptation than hours of unfocused, lazy practice. And that intense, focused effort has to happen out here, in the quiet, every single day. No exceptions. Mastering that internal friction, day after day, is the actual job. The trophies and the accolades are merely the byproduct of winning those private, unglamorous mornings. Of course, pushing the body to its physical limits requires an equally aggressive system for putting it back together. That means imposing strict circadian protocols, like a hard cutoff for phone usage at 10 o'clock sharp to prevent brain overactivation and guarantee deep sleep. It means precise environmental habits, taking exactly 20 minutes of sun exposure to aid physiological recovery, while knowing that sitting out for an hour is counterproductive. But a mind held entirely rigid will snap. There has to be a strategic equilibrium. Sometimes maintaining sanity means eating a burger with chips or staying up until 2 in the morning to watch a UFC fight. And above all the physical protocols, there is a necessary emotional anchor. Early in his career, during a crucial stretch of Champions League matches, manager Sir Alex Ferguson gave Ronaldo days off to visit his sick father, proving that family supersedes any professional obligation. Maintaining this level of performance requires a balanced ecosystem of physical exertion, physiological recovery, and emotional grounding. When you zoom out from those individual daily habits, you begin to see how micro-decisions act as single bricks, slowly stacking to form a towering 20-year career. Look at this graph. While competitors relying solely on fading natural talent inevitably plateau, relentless execution creates a steady, compounding curve. At these heights, the moment you rest, you are immediately passed by the person maintaining their upward trajectory. The end result of that compounded, multi-decade effort looks like this. At a certain point, you stop chasing records and individual accolades. Instead, because of the sheer weight of your routine, the records start chasing you. In any highly competitive ecosystem, long-term consistency remains the ultimate, unbeatable advantage. This formula isn't restricted to elite athletes. Whether you are aiming to be a brilliance engineer, a successful entrepreneur, or a master artist, the exact same mechanics apply. There is no hidden secret to massive success. There are no shortcuts, no life hacks, and no magic pills. It simply comes down to believing in your own capability, dedicating yourself entirely to the process, and ruthlessly mastering your daily routine. The past is already written, and the future is entirely unknown. The present moment is the only actionable asset you have. Life continues, so put the phone down and go back to work.